Hey fellas, age is just a number, as most of us believe. But some creatures have nailed this quote. Don't you want to know about them? Welcome to our channel.
Okay.
Not a subscriber yet? Hurry, do subscribe to our channel for exciting videos. Today, we'll get to know about some of the oldest living animals on Earth. Aldabra Giant Tortoise. How many of you have heard about such a species of the tortoise? 80 to 120 years is the average lifespan of these tortoises. Here we're talking about a unique member of the species. Precisely in 1832, in Eastern Africa, one such Aldabra giant tortoise watched her babies crack their shells and come into the world. Today, one of her sons is making his life happen on St. Helena Island, a British overseas territory. His name is Jonathan, and he lives on the governor's estate, and scientists believe he's the oldest living land animal on Earth. Recently, he celebrated his 190th birthday at his home, but after a few years ago, things looked bleak when he lost his eyesight and sense of smell. After that, his veterinarian put Jonathan on a strict diet of apples, carrots, guava, cucumbers, and bananas. The lifestyle change worked wonders. Today, Johnny is living his best life. There's another surprising thing about Jonathan. He's a gay tortoise, and in fact, the oldest known living gay creature on Earth. Isn't that astounding? Frederik is his partner in records. Adwaita, another giant tortoise, was elder to Jonathan. Adwaita was a longtime resident of the Alipore Zoological Garden, India. Adwaita lived for 256 years, till 2006, when he breathed his last. It was reported that Adwaita's shell had cracked some months before its demise, and a wound had developed. Some media reports had cited liver failure as the reason behind its death. Look at the sky. Some elder ones are roaming in the sky. The Lazen Albatross, named Wisdom, is one of the oldest living animals in the sky. She was hatched in 1951 and continues flying. Researchers tagged 5-year-old Wisdom in 1956. Since then, they've tracked her through the wild. Sturdy and resilient, Wisdom has flown over 3 million miles and survived several natural disasters. The avian community's Mrs. Vasilyev, Wisdom has laid 40 eggs. The average albatross egg count is just 20 in their lifetime. Here, Wisdom has doubled her count and is still soaring high. The University of Copenhagen has been recording the presence of a Greenland shark in the Arctic waters, aged between 272 and 512 years old, as per their calculations. For now, within human knowledge, the oldest vertebrae on Earth is the Greenland shark. Greenland sharks have long lifespans, are slow swimmers, and love swimming at profound depths like any other sharks. In fact, one had never been photographed until 1995, and it took another 18 years before one captured video footage. Greenland sharks are massive creatures, growing up to 21 feet long and weighing 2,100 pounds. These gigantic creatures have very few predators. These animals aren't hunted for their meat because this shark species is poisonous to humans if consumed. Good for them, or else their species must have faced some endangerment. It releases neurotoxins, which can be harmful. Untreated Greenland shark meat contains high trimethylamine oxide, TMAO, which breaks down into the poisonous trimethylamine, TMA compound during digestion. This, if ingested, can majorly cause pulmonary and other breathing issues. Bowhead whales are enormous creatures with massive triangle-shaped heads that pierce through Arctic ice like it's water. Of course, whales are all big, but imagine a gigantic animal can go through the vast chunks of Arctic ice. Since they live in frigid waters and maintain low body temps, their metabolism is glacial. The result is longer lives and less tissue damage. The hence slow pace of metabolism is a secret to their long life. As a result, bowheads live well into their hundreds. According to researchers, the current record holder lived for 211 years. Scientists believe a 150-year-old whale is probably whizzing through northern waters, as they have spotted one. Here we're going to talk about the oldest cats. However, they're the oldest living cat siblings, who are twins named Pika and Zippo. Born in 2000, Pika and Zippo are black and white domestic cats looked after by the Tees family in London, UK. Talking about a cat, the oldest cat in Cream Puff, a domestic cat who lived to age 38 years in 3 days, with an indoor cat's average life expectancy of 12 to 14 years. Cream Puff was a certified old age pussycat, OAP. She lived in Texas with her owner, Jake Perry. Surprisingly, he was the owner of Grandpa Rex Allen, the previous record holder. So is it about the cats or the owner? Quite confusing, right? Cream Puff's diet included dry cat food, but also had broccoli, eggs, turkey, and an eyedropper full of red wine every 2 days. After talking about cats, we cannot possibly avoid dogs, or dog lovers will feel bad. The world's oldest living dog is a miniature dachshund named Funny. 22 years, 169 days. That is Funny's age as of now. A miniature dachshund typically lives for 12 to 16 years, per the Guinness records. Funny lives in Osaka, Japan, with his owner Yoshiko Fujimura. Yoshiko loves Funny and describes Funny as an adorable and friendly dog. The average lifespan for Japanese koi is around 40 years. If their living conditions are even better, they will live longer, as we are discussing an example here. One particular koi named Hanako lived for a remarkable age of 226 till she died in 1977. But how have they calculated her age? Scientists could estimate her age by counting growth rings on her scales. See, age is not just calculated by looking at the calendar. There are many accurate alternatives. Can you imagine being immortal, reaching old age, and then returning and restarting your life as a baby? For us, that can happen, but only in movies. But for the immortal jellyfish, it is real life. These fantastic animals start their life as a larvae, known as planula, swimming around in the ocean. Then they become static polyps on the floor before transforming into swimming medusa. So far, it is normal. But if immortal jellyfish experience injury or stress from changes in their environment at any stage, they can reverse back to the polyp stage and start again. And they can do this over and over if they have to. Macaws are always a treat to our eyes. How bright and colorful they are. Macaws are members of the parrot family. They naturally have a longer lifespan as compared to other birds. If they're in the right environment, they will live to be 60 to 80 years old. They're at home in the rainforests and feed on a mix of nuts and seeds. Unfortunately, most of these beautiful birds are endangered in the wild, and a few are already extinct due to habitat degradation and the illegal pet trade. So even though nature has given them to a more extended period to live, humans have not. Professional wildlife photographer Leighton Lum was shooting in Kenya when he came across a lion known as Morani. He had described the whole look of the king of the jungle. The lion's face was wary, and his eyes roamed through his long life. A 14-year-old lion, Morani is the current title holder for being the most aging lion. Currently, Morani is a national reserve in the East African country. Morani took the title of the oldest lion, his brother Scarface, earlier in 2021. Morani is also leading a guilt-free, peaceful life. Now it is about the largest land animal on Earth. The 105-year-old elephant is the oldest surviving elephant in the world. Indian Forest Service officer Suzanne Tananda has shared a clip of the elephant at Panatiga Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. The oldest and the only elephant is living beyond 100 years in the world. We're talking about Vatsala Panna. She is the oldest living elephant at the age of 105. Usually have an average lifespan of about 60 years. Vatsala is leasing a peaceful life after retirement from the timber and tourism industry in 2010. At 105, the oldest Asian elephant known is blind after losing vision to incurable cataracts. Still, she manages to find her way around the camp, especially with the help of her trunk and other herd members. As a part of aging, she has also lost all her teeth. She is currently following a well-maintained diet and exceptional care. That's all for today. Humans are also animals. Do you know the oldest living human on Earth? Comment your answers below. Like our video. If you did enjoy watching the video, don't forget to press the bell icon for updates. We'll meet again soon. Till then, goodbye.